5. Simple character traits that turn students into leaders. Be honest, how many times have you looked at someone your age and thought, wow, they're a natural leader? Maybe it's the class president, the one everyone listens to in group projects, or that quiet student who somehow earns everyone's respect without even trying. You wonder, what do they have that I don't? Is it confidence? Charisma? Were they just born lucky? Here's the truth. Leaders aren't born, they're built. And the difference between being just another student in the room and being the one others want to follow comes down to a handful of character traits. Not grades, not popularity, not family background. Character. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 simple traits that transform ordinary students into leaders and how you can start building them today. If you've ever wanted to stand out, inspire others, and lead with real influence, this is your blueprint. Look, school doesn't just prepare you for exams. It's preparing you for life. And in life, leaders rise. Leaders get the opportunities, the jobs, the respect. But leadership doesn't start when you're the CEO of a company. It starts now, in your classroom, in your friend group, in the way you handle challenges. And here's the best part. These traits are simple, practical, and completely learnable. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to shift from being a follower to becoming the kind of leader people want to follow. Trait 1: responsibility. The very first trait is responsibility. Leaders don't make excuses. They own their actions, their mistakes, and their results. You know the student who always blames the teacher for their grades or their teammates for a bad project? That's not leadership. That's avoidance. A true leader says, "This is on me, let's fix it." Responsibility is magnetic. It makes people trust you. Because when the storm comes, they know you won't run. You'll steer the ship. Here's how you build it. Stop saying, "It wasn't my fault." Instead ask, "What could I have done better?" That one shift takes you from victim to leader instantly. People don't follow those who dodge blame. They follow those who take charge. Trait 2: empathy. Second trait: empathy. Leadership isn't about control, it's about connection. If responsibility earns trust, empathy earns loyalty. Students with empathy listen more than they speak. They don't just see faces in the classroom, they see people with stories, struggles, and strengths. Imagine you're leading a group and someone is falling behind. A leader without empathy gets frustrated. A leader with empathy says, "What's holding you back? How can I help?" And suddenly, that person is motivated to give their best, not because they were forced to, but because they felt understood. Empathy is your secret weapon. It makes you the kind of leader people want to follow, not the kind they feel forced to. Trait 3: discipline. Now this one separates the leaders from the wannabes. Discipline. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but discipline is showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's studying when you'd rather scroll your phone. It's finishing your part of the project before the deadline, not the night before. Discipline is consistency, and consistency is credibility. Think about it. Would you follow someone who's always late, always unprepared, always making promises they don't keep? Of course not. But the disciplined student? They show up, they deliver, they set the tone, and eventually, people start to rely on them. That reliability, that quiet consistency, is what gives you leadership power. Trait 4: confidence. Trait number 4: confidence. Let's clear this up. Confidence isn't being the loudest person in the room. Confidence is believing in yourself enough to take initiative. It's raising your hand when no one else does. It's saying, "I'll take the lead on this project." It's standing up for your idea, even when it's different. Leaders don't wait for permission. They create momentum. And the secret? Confidence is built, not gifted. Every time you face fear and act anyway, you add a brick to your confidence wall. Start small, speak up once, share one idea, volunteer for one task. Over time, you'll notice something powerful. people stop overlooking you and start looking to you. Trait 5. Integrity. The final trait, the one that glues everything together, is integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. It's being honest in your work, fair in your decisions, and consistent in your values. Why does this matter? Because leadership without integrity is manipulation, and people can smell it. They know when someone's faking. But when you act with integrity, you earn something priceless: respect. Respect lasts longer than fear. Respect outshines popularity. Respect makes you a leader worth following. Conclusion and call to action. 9 quo 10 powers. So let's recap. The 5 simple traits that turn students into leaders are responsibility, empathy, discipline, confidence, and integrity. None of these require you to be the smartest, the richest, or the most popular. They only require you to make small, daily choices that shape your character. Leadership isn't T about being perfect. It's S about being consistent in who you are and how you treat others. Now, I've got a challenge for you. Which of these traits are you going to work on this week? Will you take more responsibility? Practice empathy? Build your discipline? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more powerful strategies to level up your school, career, and life, hit that like button, subscribe, and join our community of future leaders. Because leadership doesn't start someday, it starts today, and it starts with you.